Jackson has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Eric Weddle in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Eric Weddle in on the tackle.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's Vic. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Number 34.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So here's Vic following the interception. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Vic. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again they run with Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking out of the gun, Michael Vick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Dolphins.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vick. Flushed out right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the longtime Colt Bob Sanders. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota. They set up the screen to Bo. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's going to line up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the 1st possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Jackson.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22. Elvis Dumerville there on the tackle.
22-yard line.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Los Angeles.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Jackson's got it over the middle.
Complete to
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
6-yard line.
Second down and goal. Jackson flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Mariota now from the 50. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Andre Johnson, 87 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first down throw for Mariota. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Number 80.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. Only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history. And I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 18 on
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
He's taken down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They run again with Jackson. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 45 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On the draw, it's Jackson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On third down, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.